On the clockwork, IO, mind control on the big red boy. Bat Rider for Kuroki, GH on the clockwork. We, of course, with all of his relics, stacked up to the 9s with the gold and red relics there on Huskar. But let's get ourselves into Game 2 here, our second series of the day for the ESL 1 Los Angeles Major European Closed Qualifiers. It's a word salad. The name of the tournament, but here we go. Zai Enchantress up top, Matumaman the Brood Mother middle, with Yapzor Axe, Puppy on the Snapfire Grandma, Nisha Storm down towards bottom, and it looks like Nigma are trying to swap their lanes around. GH and Miracle up top on the Clockwork IO. Mind Control, like you rightfully said, trying to match up against the Brood Mother in that mid lane 1v1, while Kuro Bat and We Huskar are down at bottom lane.
I guess one of the reasons why they picked Underlord was to block the Phantom Lancer. Even though it's not like the greatest counter, he still does well with the Firestorm. A Trophy Aura is great, bit of Malice to keep him in place so he can't use the Doppelganger. And you build into Crimson Guard, Zai might be dead here.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Battery Assault, all the Venom, Miracle with a tether forward. Oh, went for the heal, the Spirits. The Spirits are coming and Zai's are healing. GH got a little bit body blocked by Miracle, but it looks like Zai will survive. I thought he was dead for sure. Little Ench, sproink, off she goes. Can't catch me, I'm back in the forest where I belong. Bounty Rune's gonna get gathered up here by Nigma though, it looks like. Ooh, maybe Yapzor. Get out of here, Miracle. That's my one. So we get ourselves 3 for 1.
Oh, Zai's back in action.
Yeah, back in action and falling back to Fountain in a second. Oh, GH can't continue on with the Battery Assault and the Orb of Venom. Another heal. Zai is alive. He turns to fight. The first blood spilled by Miracle, but the trade back is there.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine with that trade. Yapzor getting the XP. They killed the Ayo, who's carrying this game.
And Yapzor keeps giving chase. Boots on the axe. GH with the Orb of Venom turns to have a bit of a battle with the big man.
Well, bottom lane is gonna be really tough for Nisha. Playing against Huskar and position 5 Bat Rider. So he's gonna be slowed a lot, the fire damage. Man, I wish it worked that way. We discussed about it yesterday. No, we're not. Thank God, we're not Pokemons.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Fire damage does more damage to ice heroes. Water does more damage to fire heroes. That would make things absolutely crazy. Well, GH top did a great job zoning Yapzor back again with another Battery Assault. Mid lane looks like it's pretty uneventful. 4-1 against the 4-2. Bottom lane is Weehar dropping incredibly low to Nisha and Puppy, forced to salve up from a very early point. Do they have sticks? Yeah, they should have sticks coming on Courier, right? Yep, double sticks coming. Beautiful stuff. That's what we like to see. Was Zai doesn't have a heal anymore. Salve is ready. He's not going to pop it. He knows he's probably dead here to one more hit from the Miracle IO.
And Yapzor doing his stuff, pulling the wave between tier 1 and tier 2 tower to get to XP. Once Zai is out, he's just going to TP. Yeah, they killed Nisha and got the return kill on Wii. Solo XP for Snapfire.
Kuroki still trying to fight Puppy as well. Big wave coming in here for Wii. Try and claim as many of these last hits as possible. Yeah, it looks like mid lane Matumaman, I don't want to say struggling, but definitely burning through a lot of regen to keep himself in the lane. Last hit wise, he will start to accelerate a little bit here. Level 2 Spiderlings start to take control of the lane, as Mind Control's Underlord actually going a 1-0-2, so not maxing Firestorm against the spiders, but trying to go for more damage just to right click through these creep waves as they come in.
Now he also wants to lower the damage on the spiders. Meanwhile, Matumbaman can just farm the jungle. When the creep wave comes to his side, he's just gonna farm it under the tower. It's hard to contest. 55 damage, while Underlord has 200 at the moment.
And Yapzor already has Tranquil Boots. farming jungle. Like, Yapzor's role-playing as Enigma right now. The pos for Enigma, just but as an axe, you know? Farming back here, getting himself towards Blink Dagger as quickly as possible. Zai looks reasonably safe up towards top. Impetus level 2 doing massive chunks of damage to GH as he tries to reposition himself, but creep wave arriving means no battery assault attempt given. And the little enchantress just stays up there all on her own until Axe now arriving. GH still giving chase, Cogs to trap Zai inside, and the Orbs of Io doing massive magical damage, but a good call from Yapzor. 1-1-1 build, but not enough damage as Zai still falls, and GH baiting and toying with the Yapzor axe. Oh, Yapzor, he's alright, he's not going to die. No more Orbs from this Miracle Io, who is going Helm of the Dominator.
As expected, like you want to have that extra creep that you can tether to, so you don't have an ally alongside you all the time, and has Maelstrom queued up after that. So straight damage, you get the attack speed from the overcharge. Makes a lot of sense.
Right click Io. Here we go. Forget Aghanim Scepter. I'm going to punch people. Oh, good tether back by Miracle. Gets away from the attempted call of Yappy. Do we have any other pet names for other players? I feel like Yapzor is just like such an adorable player that we've given him like pet names.
Yappy.
Yappy. Oh, sugar. My bad, guys.
What about Puppy? I mean,
Capitan Pupan. Oh, Nisha. Vortex, Remnant, damage onto Wii, who pops his one. Fairy Fire's ready for Wii as well, and he's just burning into the Nisha Storm. 6 stacks. He's gonna die to this, isn't he? Tick down and burn. Bounty runes are up for Puppy. Should be able to grab a couple of them. GH doing the same thing on the other side of the map, but Yapzor beat him to the punch.
it's still a great trade for Team Secret. They kill them, get the XP, Storm dies, no one's already at the bottom lane. Yeah, they get the gold, but Storm is back in the lane with the full HP and full mana. Look at the harassment on the top lane. Miracle dropping really low.
Impetus damage is no joke. Level 2 Impetus, Zai is just chunking damage into these heroes until GH traps him inside with the Cogs, Battery Assault, tether forward, Miracle with the Orbs. And does just enough damage to bring him down. They're chasing for more. This Orb of Venom is doing a ton of work from GH. Yapzor is reasonably safe behind the tower, but they're continuing this dive. They're just going for more. Yapzor, what do you got left? Nothing. You're being cogged back into the grave, but you're on the tower now, Nigma. Miracle has a TP. Oh, no one's coming. Finally, Zai's TPing to lane, but bottom lane they can't. Nisha's too low. Puppy is unable to come and help. Zai's trying to Impetus chip away at GH again. Well, that's the thing. Secret can't really TP react to this top lane. Broodmother, not a reactive hero. Storm and Puppy on this Snapfire stuck in this bottom lane against the Huskar, but Yapzor will TP bottom. Secret making the move. Inner fire to push them back. Disarm a couple of the heroes as well. Kuro, he can try and sticky napalm them, but the cookie push forward, and the final touch from Yapzor secures the kill on Huskar they needed down here.
Yeah, Matuba Man's farming a lot, both jungle and the lane at this time. 4 points in Spiderlings and going straight for Diffusal Blade. I love that. Against the Io, you have a guaranteed like lockdown extra slow. Batrider, that's gonna be another one.
We TPing back down here.
Mind control on mid, dropping fairly low. Soul Ring
right.
plus
All that damage.
Right, that's it.
But Timberman, that one swipe from Mind Control, that is some serious thing. 140 bonus damage from Atrophy Aura. Holy crap. GH attempting the rocket snipe, but Timberman has the insatiable hunger. Well, that's a nice one. PMS for Axe. Feels good. Halfway towards Blink as well, Yapzor.
Problem is Huskar is only level 4, and they made a good rotation, keeping the axe on the bottom lane, while Enchantress is level 6 right now. I mean, she's still harassing Impetus level 3 at the moment.
Miracle. Wait, hang on. Miracle, Helm creep. Helm dominated the enchant creep, so it's on a timer. Just expires right in front of his face. That's sad. Yap saw down bottom looking for the wraparound with Puppy. They're trying to D-ward on their way through. No dire vision here though.
One more CS for level 6.
We are going to get converged on here. Storm is level 6 now. You rightly call it out, and we just get ball lightning the pond. Vortex stunned and killed. Puppy TPing back to Fountain. I'll try and allow Nisha some experience down here.
And Axe is gonna have extremely good timing on a Blank Dagger. That kill that he got on the top lane. Clockwork
level 11 Brood. Yeah, I'm looking at hero levels. 4 Huskar, 11 Brood. Not an ideal situation for Nigma at this point. 5,000 net worth on Matuma Man. Arguably on the hero that he kind of rose to prominence on.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Diffuser blade ready. Let's see if you can get into the jungle area here and zone Weeha out of the farming spot he's created for himself. Nigma right now have they're just like, that's GH, yeah, he's dead. See ya, buddy. I mean, Nigma right now, they're acting like a scared tortoise. They're retracting into their shell. They've pulled their head back in, but they're still being hammered away at by Secret. Puppy, he's pissing off Miracle, but there is reaction. 2 heroes here to deal with the Snapfire, who was deep behind enemy lines.
Right now on the bottom lane, Storm is having a free time. Huskar forced to go into jungle. Underlord is a tanky one, but still does not want to show against the Broodmother because he's gonna lose all of his mana. Position 5 Batraider about to hit 6, so he needs to make a move, try to make stuff happen. Clockwork also leeching some experience on the top lane. Once he gets the hook shot online, he should make a move. Oh, that's a lot of damage on GH.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. Zai just gonna get a solo kill here, isn't he? Quick impetus out. Mind Control had to TP away from the Broodmother middle lane. Weeha was running away from Storm and Axe down bottom lane. Nigma are just running away from stuff. Nice little cookie from Puppy. Grandma finds Miracle with Kuroki's backup. Still not feeling comfortable moving forward. And the Mortimer's kisses. Here we go. Kills off the IO again.
Zai stole that creep, used the purge to slow him down.
5k lead for Team Secret, 13-8 at 10 minutes. Honestly though, if Nigma can get a couple of kills on this Broodmother, the tides could turn. Broodmother really is huge.
Hook shot. They're a bit too deep. And Batubaman will still get the tier 2 tower on mid, so it's kind of worth it. Broodmother, one of the heroes that you kill 2/3 times, and it suddenly doesn't feel like she's overpowered anymore. But so far, Batubaman positioning, movement around the map was perfect.
Weeha has this shovel, but it's been pretty passive for the longest time. I don't think I've seen him use it yet. Come on, there's salves and bounty rune. There we go, nice. TP scroll. Ah, that's okay. That's decent. Do you know if Shovel has the same percentage chance to get any of the Bounty Rune, Flask, TP Scroll, Kobold? Is it the same chance?
Percentage is lower for Bounty Rune. The rest is the same.
Okay. So I feel like I just never get Bounty Runes. Matuma Man is chasing Miracle. Oh geez, the right click damage is so much. Miracle, your position 1 just annihilated by this Broodmother. Sliding through the jungle with all these webs. Aghanim Scepter is nearly done for Matu as well, so the web spread will only continue to grow worse here for Nigma. Storm zipping up into the high ground looking for mind control. This big fat Underlord has a lot of HP. A level 2 Pit of Malice will stop Zai from chasing him too far forward.
He's too speedy. 30 movement speed talent on level 10, phase boots plus extra wind lace. Pretty hard to catch.
Where's Io at now? Not looking too hot. 4k net worth, just behind the Enchantress. Bottle Helm, but Maelstrom's miles away. Down at the bottom outpost though. GH with Kuroki deep in this jungle. They've got the lasso onto the storm and a meteor hammer landing. Io's come in, but the Mortimer's kisses. Well, that is some substantial damage from Puppey. Absolutely destroying Miracle. One more impetus from Zai will do the job. And now Mind Control looking to turn and fight up against the Engram Maul. Oh, Mind Control surviving somehow. They need a bit more damage to take him down. Yep, forward to Ree, and Mind Control has survived through it all. Meanwhile, Broodmother is pushing tier 3, but you've got to count this as a win here for Nigma, especially when Wee is trying to get one bonus kill. He's got Zai.
Exactly. I mean, Broodmother will get to tier 3 tower, some damage on range barracks, but if he TP there, oh, the stun from a Centaur. Enchantress still doing the work.
A fair trade.
As you said, it's still win. It shows the sign of life of Nigma.
Your hammer first item. Big fan.
I mean, you want to have Berserker's Call maxed out, so you can do the combo. 3.2 seconds, and the channel duration of Meteor Hammer is 2.5.
GH. So close. I think Meteor Hammer is just such a great item in general. You know, HP and mana regen giving you, strength and intelligence stats. It's, now, not just about that actual active of it, it keeps you on the map through the regen it gives you.
I was memeing with the meme hammer on Axe like 6 months, year ago on the off lane.
I remember, I was in those games.
You were in those games? Yeah, but it seems like it was all I was playing at one time. But jokes aside, it really looks like an okay option.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Especially when there's like cogs and lasso and stuff, Pit of Malice. You know that a lot of the Nigma focus will be around these enclosed areas. So having Meteor Hammer is always going to be on point. Being able to land it. Nisha on the Storm Spirit, nearing the Bloodstone, while Zai should have full staff coming out on the Courier. Oh, no, not quite. Oh yeah, there it is. Wrong Courier, my bad. Puppey on a Snapfire, Yule Scepter. Very nearly completed. Well, but Tumberman's Aghanims, yeah, the webs are all over this map now. Trying to get over the cogs, but GH will be able to push the Broodmother hero back while defending Kuroki as well. But you look at these two supports, 3k network on 3k network? Yes, network. On GH, he doesn't have an item. Like the two supports don't have items.
They lost 4 or 5 towers already, so this is where the advantage comes from. Or this advantage.
Yeah, true, and a tier 3. Hook shot, catching Zai. Let's see if they can kill off the little sprinking Enchantress, and the answer is no, because she forced staffs away to safety.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Stupendous.
Io is only level 9 at this point. It doesn't even feel like it's carry Io.
He has a javelin.
It's gonna take a while to build him up. Oh yeah.
Oh, that Meteor Hammer actually hits him. Oh, that's so sick. What's Zai doing? Zai? He's trying to finish the ranged barracks with the range creep. Oh, that is such a trolly play. Oh. Well, he gets a couple of hits in, and he takes a creep out of the creep wave. Oh, Jesus Christ above. Miracle. No. Oh, the Taunt onto Kuro. No. Secret are just absolutely running away with this.
Drop the Meteor Hammer on those Raxes.
There we go. There we have it. 12k lead for Secret. 17 minutes in, they're about to bring down the first lane of barracks. Yeah, there's the drum roll from a Tumberman. We need the celebratory gong, though. Yapsor's challenging. Where's the Storm Spirit? Half mana. Bloodstone is here on the Courier, I believe. Nisha has it done. Melee Rex about to drop, and, well, Clockwork has a hook shot. But look at this illusion following GH. You can't hook shot through the illusion, being blocked every step of the way, and there goes the Melee Barracks to finish the job.
I know what 33 would do here when he's playing Broodmother and they have this kind of advantage. He just builds into pipe the have extra HP on the spiderlings and they group up and just finish the game.
Are scanning.
But Matu's
Timmerman, on
going
the other
for
hand,
more of a late game oriented build, getting that AC.
a building destroying build. Nigma, this feels like a last chance smoke. Nisha is going to spot GH. They've got a run of Atos onto someone. The route is up onto Broodmother, but out you go, escaping easily. Mind control running back now, but called up by the axe. As the life break onto Puppy will be met by your scepter, saving his life. But Timmerman is dropping low, but the insatiable hunger keeping him alive. The Broodmother's hungry. Oh, sucking all the life forces out of Nigma. Miracle. Maybe with Underlord Uber will get away, but no, the Enchantress shuts it down. MC, the one surviving hero on this Underlord. Oh, dearie me.
Bottom lane is being pushed in. They lost 4. Matu might consider getting a BKB to have magic immunity. It's not looking good for Nigma. Once they group up near the tower, but they definitely need Brood to push. I mean, they don't if the Absol is just gonna use Meteor Hammer on the top tower.
They've got a lot of Atos, Pit of Malice, they've got the chain stuns and the cogs, but a good taunt from the Absol stops the chain stun ability of Nigma until Battery Assault clips his backside and he's just got to turn and accept his fate.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Good damage on that tier 3 though. And they get the tier 2 bottom lane with no contest there. Line drawn by Nigma to come through their own triangle, trying to ward up on their way through. See if they can catch Zai or Puppy. Mind control, good Pit of Malice, catching both of them. Force Staff out by Zai, and a Cookie gets Puppy away from the hookshot, but even with the Yule Scepter, it's the end of days for Grandma. Mortimer,
Still
get
buying
away!
some time. Yeah. They could definitely go Roche, just need to push the lanes. Broodmother with her ulti will have enough damage. Huskar is in.
Yeah, Huskar does have the Io to help as well. Trying to catch Zai's Enchantress, trapped in the cogs yet again, but a great call with the blitz from the Absol. Beautiful initiation from the axe. We are still surviving somehow, but Matuma has free reign of this fight with the Mortimer's kisses all over their faces. Oh, Nigma, TP mind control home if you can. There's no stuns to stop him. Clockwork is still up, but yet again, Nigma lose a fight outside their base. Miracle is dragging creep waves away, so the backdoor regen still should be here, or at least should reset in a couple of seconds. MC, oh, the hits are big, but they are incredibly slow.
Still 3 bounty runes to be picked up. I would love them to go Roche. You don't have to necessarily risk anything at this point. Puppy also used the buyback in the previous fight. There's the relocate coming on Zai. Spike ready in a second.
Okay, 4 versus 1. Is this really fair? 4 staff and Cookie away and Broodmother. Yeah, they're scared. They are scared of this Matu Broodmama Kuro. You should have been a little more scared. Good relocate. Very nicely timed with the tether, but a stun from the Cookie onto MC. GH has to try and cogs block this Broodmother initiation out. And
Cookie must be the most random thing in Dota. Like, what should we call it? Cookie. Here's a raise for the guy who suggested it.
Fire snap Cookie. Puppy, Cookie away, another sick 2-man call, 3-man Meteor Hammer, connecting on all of them. Down goes Kuro's Batrider, but a good Uber away. They try the Force Staff to keep Weeha in place. Not quite successful as Miracle tether onto the Underlord to get away from the Broodmother. Hook shot in, but it's not successful. They'll force back Zai and Nisha as Kuroki buys back to defend his base, but this onslaught is relentless. Up onto high ground they go. Yapsor has a blink in a second. If he wants to jump forward onto Wee, he can do so. That's a 2-man call if he catches them, but Secret are being patient. They don't have the Storm with them.
Also, mid creeps are dealing a significant amount of damage on the tier 4 towers. I'm not sure if they're aware that they're still Roche. They don't have to risk it.
And now, as Nigma, all 3 lanes are pushing in. You've got 1 ward out of the base, this observer that's about to expire. You just don't see anything. You don't know what's coming.
This is do or die smoke.
Again, round 2.
Dire are scanning.
Scan from the Dire as well. They're trying to get a heads up on where Secret are playing, and they do scout the Roshan with a rocket flare. Coming in pretty quickly here, Nigma,
They know,
but
they
with
saw
only 3
the
heroes.
rocket where it came from, so they know the angle where Nigma is coming from. They've been drawing on the minimap.
And they see it again. Roshan, less than half HP, down to about a third now. Underlord thinking about making an entry. Yules up onto Mind Control. Secret back up just a touch, and they've got the Pit of Malice now onto Matuma Man, the hook shot, in towards Spiderlings, and the catch from Wee onto Brood with that life break. Matuma Man's about to drop, his streak's about to fall. Miracle, though, blown up by the Morpheus Kisses. Down goes Miracle. Matuma Man's still alive. The insatiable hunger allows him to stay through all of that damage. Kill off MC, and the 4th hero to fall will be GH as his retreat is cut short. Weehaw back in base, scratching his head and wondering how he's meant to 1v5 this.
It's a target that they wanted to go for. Kill Broodmother, no defensive items, no BKB yet on Matu, and they did a good job, only needed 1 more hit. Now the game feels completely over. Storm Spirit picked up that Aegis, about to finish his Orchid to silence the IO or Huskar. Huskar was also giving Broodmother trouble with the inner fire, the 2.5 second disarm duration. Almost got her killed.
Well, the stars did not align for Nigma in this qualifier. About to go 1-5 throughout the group stage as Secret looking to put themselves into a 6-0 position. Matoman cookied away, helped out by the Grandma. Deeper in the base, GH does fall. The chase on the Brood has ended as we and MC battle into Zai, but this Enchantress just pummeling the Huskar with his impetus damage, and the Absol tries the Blink Call, is going to get pushed back with the inner fire. We still giving chase, but the Absol's here with a call, cancel out that nasty meteor hammer with some good battery assault damage, but Nisha loses Aegis. Decent fight for Nigma now as Secret lose, potentially too. The Pit of Malice rooted up, out goes the Storm. Nisha survives, and you are absolutely right, Lacoste. Matuma Man has secured the Mega Creeps.
Well, now it's the time to chase. Road of Aetas will connect. 4-staff, Cookie is ready.
Up to the high ground. Miracle can't chase. They can't find him. They've got a rocket flare now and a hook shot in 5 seconds. Rocket flare doesn't quite land. Mind Control with another Pit of Malice and Rod of Aetos. They just want to kill Puppy. Matuma Man has slain Miracle, but we want to see Puppy run away and survive from this. GH running, sprinting forward. The pebble thrown from the golem, but look at Puppy. He just sliding around. It is Drift City from the Grandma. They'll kill Nisha instead while the Broodmother is still in that
Still in the
base.
base, killing the buildings. It also concerns me that we couldn't think of the other name other than building. We called them Ziggurats in Dota 1.
And Moonwells on the Radiant side, right? Moonwells and Ziggurats.
Okay, they
Broodmother. But they're losing tier 4s, they're losing their base. As soon as Secret group up as 5, maybe even with this double damage rune that has freshly spawned. Getting pinged down now by Mind Control. Oh, it's been a rough one for Nigma.
They don't have the comeback heroes. Io, with the Maelstrom, can deal with one side of the creep wave. Underlord with the second one, but I believe this game is over.
Does like 600 damage a hit, but he can't hit Zai. Dude, look at him, it's so slow. Come on, you can fight. That's 600. Oh, Marvelous Kisses. Holy shit, that damage. In comes the Nisha Storm as well. Zip zap onto the IO and blows him up. Charge forward, celebratory gong as well as Mind Control's caught on the eastern side of the fight. Oh, Yapsaw with a combo yet again. Stunned into oblivion and taken down by the dunk. Meanwhile, Wee is defending his base against Mega Creeps, and the throne is already being chipped away at here. Tons of high fives.
GG.
GG is called. 2-0 victory for Secret. Nigma at 1-5. Secret at 6-0 here in the ESL closed qualifiers for the LA Major.
I think they were overcomplicating things on side of Nigma, and Broodmother's still a cheesy hero. Even though they set up the lanes as best as they could on Nigma's side, it's still not enough. Broodmother will get the farm in the lane, in the jungle. Love the build on Matumba Man, straight into the Fusel Blade. And after he's taken the tier 1 tower, takes the whole jungle. Bottom lane was not going well for Nigma either, so Huskar does not have...
Net worth, just behind the Enchantress. Frontal Helm, but Maelstrom's miles away. Down at the bottom outpost though, GH with Kuroki deep in its jungle. They've got the lasso onto the storm and a meteor hammer landing. Io's come in, but the Mortimer's kisses. That is some substantial damage from Puppey. Absolutely destroying Miracle. One more impetus from Zai will do the job. And now Mind Control looking to turn and fight up against the Engram Maul. Oh, Mind Control surviving somehow. They need a bit more damage to take him down. Yep,
Beast
fall
alive.
and Mind Control